Every day, we're learning more about the implications of leaving the European Union for our country, for our borough, and crucially, for our residents. Camden's 24,000 residents and EU workers who are EU citizens continue to live with uncertainty as to what exactly their rights will be should Brexit go ahead. During the local election campaigns, a Spanish couple who lived around the corner from me said that they were moving to Madrid because they no longer felt welcome in the UK. We owe it to them and others like them to call out the sham that is Brexit. We cannot roll over and accept it just because a vote happened 2 years ago following a campaign in which lies were told and cheating took place.
This is incredible, that we, as an integral part of the events of the last 100 years, should now voluntarily put ourselves on the sidelines. At a great loss to all of us, to our jobs, to our friends, to our families, to employment, to security, and above all, to peace. We urge this Council to pass this motion, to say to others, to publicise it as much as we can, to say we demand that we have a people's vote before plunging over the abyss. We have got to do it, and we've got to work at it. And we've got to work today for the tomorrows of our children and grandchildren.
A referendum in itself could end up to be even more divisive and controversial than the first one. It's easy to be in favour of a referendum if you have the safety net of a job with Facebook. But against one Nick Clegg who can move to the States, we have 3 million people here facing the consequences of what that deal could mean for them.
I would like to see a Britain with the cooperative values of democracy, equality and solidarity at its heart. And therefore, I'm supporting a people's vote with the option to remain as the only way I can see this option being put back on the table. So I'm happy to support the motion.
So I just think a general election, we will get no clarity from that. A people's vote is what started this. It set us in motion. It made the first move. And a people's vote is what has to make the final decision here. And I hope you'll vote for a motion that supports a people's vote. And I hope that Labour will start joining us in campaigning for a people's vote separately from a general election, because the two are not related. We should be campaigning together as grown-ups on this issue, because it could save the country.
This is at the centre of democracy. Otherwise, they say you vote once, and that's it. It is difficult, therefore, for me to clearly understand which direction to go on this. Do we accept a process which, in many cases, I think it's too late to revoke because March 2019 is coming up after us very quickly? Or do we still reaffirm the right of any democracy to make an informed decision otherwise? The question there, of course, being whether it's informed or not. I personally am torn between a belief that a verdict must be respected and a belief that mine must be changed. My group has taken a position in the past of not wanting to take a public vote on issues beyond the Council's remit. This is not beyond the remit of my household, and I must therefore make my own decision. I genuinely do not know today. Thank you, Madam Mayor. I genuinely cannot.
I don't think you've heard. I said I need to stop you, and I've switched off your microphone.
We'll find out how I vote in about 10 minutes' time.